The Rock Springs Tiger basketball teams of 1971, 72, and 73 were three-peat champions before three-peats were a thing. In March of 1971, the team, driven by head coach Spiro Veras and assistant coach Jack Norris, compiled a record of 24 wins with only one loss. The team also earned the Class AA state championship by defeating Sheridan 75-60 in the state title game. The end of the 1971 season featured the Super Tournament played at Western Wyoming Community College and matching the four state champions from each class. The Tigers went on to win that tournament, defeating the rival Green River Wolves, leaving no doubt the Rock Springs Tigers were the undisputed best basketball team in Wyoming. Members of this team were Terry Marietta, David Goretto, Gary Jackson, Richard Bosner, Kevin Crouch, Jack Adams, Art Page, Mike Clark, John Pivick, Brady West, Dwayne Robinson, George Menez, and Ron Tyler as manager. The team was honored with 3 All-State selections in Jack Adams, Terry Marietta, and Dwayne Robinson, and Coach Spiro Veras was named as Wyoming Coach of the Year. The 1972 Tiger basketball team also earned the Class AA state title, defeating Cheyenne Central 89-80 in the championship game. Like the previous season, the Tigers featured a fierce pressure defense along with a high-scoring, fast-break attack. Customary to Coach Spiro Veras' style, the team saw many players get meaningful playing time, resulting in an overall record of 22-1. The Tigers, as two-time champs, were heavily favored but had to battle their way first through a talented Natrona County squad, winning 56-54 in what the Rocket Miner called a 10-penny nail-biter. Members of this team were John Pivick, Steve West, Brady West, Gary Jackson, Dwayne Robinson, Paul Prevedel, Ken West, Kevin Crouch, John Koss, George Page, Richard Bosner, Jack Adams, Pat Georges, David Goretto, Steve Georges, and managers Mickey Druce and Doug Gilchrist. Spiro Veras and Jack Norris again coached the team. Jack Adams was named the state of Wyoming's most outstanding player for the second consecutive year, while Rich Bosner was named All-State and Dwayne Robinson took home honorable mention. 1973 brought one more state Class AA championship for the Tigers, but it was not as smooth a ride as the previous 2 years. The Tigers continued to demonstrate the athleticism and determination that had earned the 2 previous titles. Once again, the state championship was capped off with a victory over the Cheyenne Central Indians, this time 57-54. The state title game was set to be a battle of big men, with Rock Springs' Richard Bosner going toe-to-toe with the duo from Central of Brad Woolrich and Sam Holcomb. But foul trouble from Bosner gave others the chance to step up, and step up they did. Efforts from Pat Georges, along with Brady and Ken West, kept the Tigers in the game. Bosner later scored to give the Tigers a lead that would stand, while Ken West polished off the Indians with a fast break layup. Members of this team include Brady West, John Koss, Nick Mamelis, Jamie Jones, Richard Bosner, Pat Georges, Doug Smith, Mike Connors, Ken West, Nolan Menez, Willie Collins, Joe Legursky, Dick Endress, and managers Mickey Druce and John Harris. Spiro Veras and Jack Norris led from the sidelines, while Richard Bosner took home All-State honors. The team finished the year with an 18-4 record. Coach Veras was again named Wyoming Coach of the Year. Overall, the 1971, 72, and 73 Rock Springs High School Tiger basketball teams combined to have an overall win-loss record of 64-6, going 17-0 in tournament play during this time span. The team featured many All-State players, 2 All-American players in Jack Adams and Rich Bosner, while Coach Veras earned the Top Coach Award for Wyoming twice during this magical run. Most importantly, the men who wore the orange and black set a standard that all basketball teams will be measured by for generations to come.
Well, to me, I think Coach Veras was an effective coach because whenever we had timeout or huddles, he would ask us for our input on what was going on in the game, and he knew we were out there, and so he would say, "What, you all want to stay in the zone, or you want to go to man for man?" And he encouraged us he encouraged us to give him insight on how to coach the game. He respected our feelings and our ideas.
I don't know, my fondest memory was 1972, was it? When you made that shot?
Yeah, I guess.
1972. We were behind the Trona in the semifinals in Laramie. And by the way, we got to play on that old beat-up floor, remember?
Yeah,
The floor was
the
jacked
old War
up.
Memorial Fieldhouse.
Come down to the last second, Dwayne banked one in. We won by 1 point and went on to win the state championship. That was pretty cool.
I don't know, my fondest memory of high school was when I started high school, we were in the old Rock Springs High School, which is where this building is right now. And my fondest memory is when we got to go over to the new high school. It's like that just trumped everything. Like, we had a new high school, it had carpet. It was an honor to be part of such a good group of individuals. And we all respected each other, and we played hard for each other.
We had fun. You know, there was 12 guys that actually had fun. You know, there was always squabbles here and there, but it was a blast. Good coaching. And just one special thanks to our bus driver, Jimmy Zanetti.
Yeah.
He got us there and back through 5-foot drifts on South Pass when we were all sleeping or playing cards. That guy, he did a good job for us.
Floor to warm up, that college was full. There were people sitting up on the rafters.
Yeah, it was packed.
It was packed.
So what do you think Dick thought when Mr. Veras let Eddie Zanetti coach the last
Oh,
one?
that
was the best.
Oh, he was probably sweating bullets, but we ended up by winning by more than 20. He got me, then he went looking for his money. Oh man, I'll tell you.
But it was some really, really good times. But the legacy that like Willie said, that younger kids saw us playing and they wanted to be like that.
Yeah.
And the fact that we dominated so much. Jack and I were speaking earlier about sometimes we'd go out on the court and before they even threw the opening tip, the other team was beat.
Yeah.
They knew they had no shot. Yeah. And it was the reputation that we built through that legacy and that consistent winning effort that's what Rock Springs High School basketball was.
Well, I'll tell you what, I think I got one of the best educations overall. Math and science in particular.
I agree on that.
You had Veras as a freshman, you had Manitas as a sophomore, and then you had Veras again as a junior, and then Manitas as a senior. Boy, I tell you what, and then you had Al Kiernan for physics, and you had Chapman for chemistry, and Tony Penelsic for biology. And I just, it was, and Jag Norris taught health.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, he did.
And
They'd look at us and we had 3 or 4 different races on our team and different haircut styles and different motivations, and we all got along like we were all brothers because we all grew up that way and we didn't know any different.
That's right.
And I've carried that throughout my life too, and made it really easy for me not to look at somebody for what they look like, but to look